In 1907, Lord Baden-Powell invited 21 boys aged 13 to 19 from all over England to Brownsea Island for a scouting encampment. This year, at Fort A.P. Hill, thousands of scouts and leaders lived just as they did, organized in patrols, playing games, and practicing scouting skills. Camp-wide programs are provided in 3 action centers: aquatics, conservation, and a fishing lake. These activities, scheduled by patrols, give scouts an opportunity to test their skills, get wet, and just have fun. Scouts exchange tokens of friendship, souvenir items, patches, and cultural understanding with others from all over the United States and many parts of the world. A different patrol will represent their troop in each of these events: volleyball tournament, flagpole raising, slippery tug-of-war, buckskin games, confidence course, bicycle motocross, patrol challenge, physical fitness, pioneering physics, truck shooting, fishing, water events, and an Order of the Arrow meeting.
Scouts and Scouters, please welcome our special guest, Mr. Lee Greenwood.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife, I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take it away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
The high point was probably nearing the show. That was just incredible. I mean, I've never sat in an arena with 80,000 people before. And that was just like awe. I mean, I just stood up and looked around, and everywhere you look, there's just people, and more people, and more people. I mean, it's just incredible.
Steven Spielberg.
On behalf of all Scouts, past, present, and future, I want to thank you for your work in creating the newest merit badge in our program. Your gift of cinematography will live forever in the Boy Scouts of America.
I think the proudest moment of my entire life was when I became an Eagle Scout.
The 1989 National Jamboree Food Service staff provided more than 1 million meals to feed the more than 30,000 scouts and scouters at Fort A.P. Hill, Virginia. It will require more than 650 people working in 23 field warehouses and distribution centers, 25 field dining facilities, and 4 cafeterias to get the job done. Top quality food will be issued to the hungry troops twice a day. The 3 meals will be prepared by youth cooks in their patrol site for groups of 8 and 2 leaders. Among other items participants at the Jamboree will consume are 22 tons of cereal, 3,000 gallons of applesauce, 5 tons of raisins, 10 tons of butter, 15 tons of dried fruit and nuts, and tons of fresh produce. They will also drink 110,000 gallons of fruit juice, 380,000 pints of milk, and vast amounts of soft drinks.
Some of the discipline that you learn in scouting is directly applicable to both sports and politics. The important thing is to learn how to set a goal and to then lay out a plan to achieve that goal, and then to have the discipline to stay to the plan until it is an accomplishment.
I had a good scouting experience as a boy. But as a scoutmaster, I saw what scouting could do for young people. And I was fully convinced that while kids could be having fun, they could be learning the values that would last them a lifetime, and that it truly made the difference in the life of a young person. And so I decided to commit myself to it as a career.
It is a real pleasure to be here today. I apologize to you for arriving late. I was up at the Goddard Space Flight Center, Greenbelt, Maryland, and we're having one of the last reviews on the Hubble Space Telescope before shipping it down to Cape Kennedy for a planned launch in March of next year.
Challenge Valley was new at the Jamboree this year, and it was rather unique for the boys to be able to experience it. It was interesting to watch them as they began the course, how they shy and timid they were, and as they got into the various events, depending on each other, supporting each other, encouraging each other, they came out of there feeling a great dependence one upon another and strength with each other from the experiences they had gone through as a result of their experience through Challenge Valley, the mile-long trek.
Challenge Valley was great. It was a blast. Getting dirty was the funnest part. And just crawling through the mud, it was kind of fun. We acted like Marines, yelling at each other, telling us to keep our hinds down. And it was exciting.
In Challenge Valley, it's a teamwork thing, and we learned to actually, work together, even as a team, from guys from all over, we're from all over Connecticut. So we all got to work together, and even guys that just joined the patrol just for Challenge Valley all had to learn to work together.
We started out together. We called ourselves the Muckrakers, and we had our little cheer, and we all went through together. We cheered everybody on. We really pulled together, and we didn't really know each other because we were all from different areas, but by the end, we were the best of friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Today, the Boy Scouts have taken on a new struggle to defeat what you call the 5 unacceptables: illiteracy, unemployment, child abuse, drug abuse, and hunger. Perhaps the greatest challenges of our times, I'm sorry to say, is one of the unacceptables: the continuing struggle to keep drugs out of our high schools, a form of pollution, a poisoning of the mind, a corruption of the very soul of young America. There are other things that you will learn as a scout that will serve you well through your entire life. Your scout law commands you to be trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. What a mouthful. Thank you for inviting me to your Jamboree. God bless you. God bless the Boy Scouts of America. And God bless the United States of America. Thank you all.
What comes to any Jamborees? I like scouting a lot because now as I'm getting on to be a senior scout, and I get to teach a lot of people, and it gives a great feeling. Not everyone knows what Boy Scouts is all about. You can have your regular cool life, and you can have Boy Scouts too, and I have a lot of fun.
And this is what Boy Scouting is about.
This is what Boy Scouting is about: having fun and learning, and together, teamwork, togetherness.
Yeah, I definitely would come again.
You had a great time.
I had an awesome time. It was radical. It's going to be something I'm going to remember for the rest of my life, I'll tell you that.